going on, everybody? It's Dan Baird again with Great River Mushrooms and Herbal. How's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully everybody's doing well. Hey, what's going on, Sandra? Let's do a little bit of sharing out. I'm going to get this giveaway going. So tonight I am actually developing my elderberry syrup, and I'm going to give it all away. So I believe that I'll be able to make 4 different servings so I can give away tonight, and I'll get that going here. Let's get some music going so we can get the party going. Hopefully you don't hear that. I have a pressure cooker going, and it's going right now, sterilizing stuff, but hopefully it's not too loud. What's going on, Rasta? And let me bring up that actual, there it is. Do that giveaway tool. I'd like to give this away, and I want to get some feedback on this product since it's the first time I've made it. Great River Elderberry. That is what we are going to do. Get that going. And I'm going to share out a couple more places over here on Facebook. And you as well, please share out as well. I think I am trying to find, there it is. Over here at the Rumination Project. I think we're live over here. Get that, all those followers. There we go. How's everybody doing tonight? It is a Tuesday night, I think. Is it not Tuesday night? We're 6 days away from Christmas already. I can't believe that. What's going on, Terry? And we're 12 days away from the beginning of 2024, which is not a number to say. We need some of that Rasta berry. I'll call my product that, the Rasta berry instead of the elderberry. How's it going, Charles? How you doing? This is some of the ingredients too in this other camera we're going to make tonight. So we're making the elderberry syrup, and this is actually going to contain 5 main ingredients, really, that are all their own medicine of their own. So it's going to have your elderberries, honey, cinnamon, ginger, and cloves, and these all have their own medical benefits. So this is a product that I'm going to start offering at Great River Mushrooms and Herbal. And I think it's going to be a really big hit at the farmers markets because there's nobody else that sells this product. And that's really where I make a majority of my money is at the farmers markets during the fall, summer, and spring. We're actually starting a winter farmers market in Quincy, Illinois, at the Quincy Axe Company, which is about at 720 Main Street, somewhere around there. Actually 620 Main. And they're going to have an indoor farmers market with 12 vendors, and they're going to have a coffee vendor there as well as a Bloody Mary bar, apparently. And this is at a Axe Company in Quincy, Illinois. So that starts January 6th, and it's going to go on till the spring farmers market. So I now have a place to sell my produce, including mushrooms, my lion's mane, my soup, and everything else as well. So. But get in this contest. Don't forget to hit that reaction button as well. Hit that like button. Get me on that algorithm. Let's teach some people something tonight. Tonight we're doing some elderberry syrup, which obviously is not a mushroom stuff. But a lot of people don't know that I have a lot of herbal stuff that I make as well. That's my company is not just about mushrooms. And we sell everything from the soup that I have. This is the shiitake soup. It's $5 on my website. We got some of this Ophelia infused medical grade honey, and that is $18 on my website. We also got that lion's mane, $13, cheapest on the market. And I got the 1 gram Fico oil from Great River Mushrooms. This stuff is awesome, and we sell that in 1 gram, 1 milliliter for $25. You won't find anything more affordable than that. But check out greatrivermushrooms.com and you'll see all my products. There's also good explanation and everything as well on there. So, and we'll soon have elderberry syrup. These batches that I'm making right now are going to be my prototypes. I'm going to give these out during the show, and then I'm going to also give these away to my family for the holidays. So, what's going on, Tommy? How you doing? So they make great Christmas presents for the fact, that I make it my own. So. But let's smoke a little cannabis first. It's not going to be too hard to make this stuff tonight. It looks like the recipe looks pretty simple. And we're also sterilizing some bags over here, which you can see over here in my pressure cooker right here. And I'm starting to make mushrooms again because we are, like I said, having a winter's farmer's market. And I'm going to have to start making mushrooms again so I can start selling them. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. Hit that reaction like button. We're going to make some elderberry syrup. And these are all the ingredients you can see over here. I'm going to bring my screen up bigger now. Put that up there. There we go. I like that one better. So we got that hashtag. Don't forget that hashtag Great River Elderberry. We're going to give away these elderberries tonight in 4-ounce syrups. That's what I'm going to sell them out on my page, as well as the farmer's market. They will be in 4-ounce bottles with a syringe to take them out. Dropper, sorry. They'll have a dropper in there and a 4-ounce bottle for $10. And that is also below any kind of market price you'll find anywhere else. And you're welcome to look. I try to keep my products at an affordable price that people can afford, because these are medicines as well as food. Elderberry is an interesting syrup because a lot of people don't know about it because it's kind of expensive. So for those of us who can't afford it, it's kind of hard, because some of them are 4-ounce bottles for $20 to $25. And I know mothers who give it to their kids, and their kids are never, ever sick. So elderberry has a very powerful antioxidant that actually prevents you from getting sick, but also when you do get sick, it also keeps some viruses from replicating. So if you actually consume elderberry while you're sick, there are many viruses that will not be able to replicate themselves while you're consuming elderberry, and there's actually scientific proof for that as well. So I wish more doctors, when you went to the doctor, and be like, hey, you should buy some elderberry syrup instead of giving you a prescription, because on average, from what I've read, those who take elderberry syrup while they're sick actually get over their illness 4 days earlier on average. So it is a product I want to sell because it has a lot of the herbal medicine I decided to sell are either good for your immune system, good for your brain, or basically those two things are a lot of the products that I sell. So you have the lion's mane, which is an excellent source for your gut and your brain, as well as depression and anxiety. And then you have the elderberry, which is just an excellent source of antioxidants and just able to fight off viruses in the cold. So it is very healthy, and it's safe for kids too. So, like I said, I know some parents. There's some hippie parents out there that totally believe in this ancient medicine, and they give it to their kids religiously every single day. And their kids are never sick. And kids, are carriers of all the germs, pretty much. So for a kid to not ever really get sick, I think shows a lot that this stuff really works. A lot of times our immune systems are weakened by the stuff we eat. So when we actually consume something that improves it, it's actually very dramatic. Don't ever forget the power of nature. Oh, Nikki, there you go. I'll tell you. Yeah, this stuff works. And now you can tell them to buy some from our company now, as we will offer some here. And mine, as well, as you can see, the ingredients over here in the screen contain also honey, cinnamon, cloves, and ginger, which are really their own medicines alone. But they're also going to be in this elderberry syrup. So we have the recipe right here. and this is a vegan, gluten-free version, I guess, even though it should be vegan and gluten-free as well anyway. But it's going to be elderberries, cinnamon, cloves, ginger, and honey, and those 5 ingredients are medicine alone. So, like I said, the price as well is right, $10 to have all these 5 ingredients, because sometimes you can buy elderberry syrup and all it has is elderberry syrup and some water, and this is going to actually contain 5 different ingredients, no sugar, and it's going to be very sweet. I actually use this is a honey from Sam's Club that actually has a very strong honey taste. Very sweet, but very, very potent. I really like it because it's raw and unfiltered, which is what we're going to use in this product. So. Thank you guys for joining me. Hit that Great River Elderberry hashtag to get in this giveaway. And I'm going to smoke a little bit of some cannabis here, and then I'm going to glove up, and we're going to start making this elderberry syrup. And we even got real ginger, as you can see here. I love using real products. It's hard to use the cinnamon, just for the fact it's expensive. And this is a really actually good brand of cinnamon. So this actually says this stuff is known for sweet, spicy, red hot candy flavor, it'll be interesting to see how that tastes. And cheers, everybody. Hope everybody's having an excellent night. We can hit that hashtag and that reaction button as well. Cheers. By the way, it's going to be a really warm Christmas for those of us in the Midwest. I just saw the forecast today, and it's going to be in the 50s for Christmas. So we're not going to have a white Christmas. I will say that January, the extended forecast for the Midwest in my region, we're going to be in the lower 20s and mid 20s. So if you guys are ready for snow, it looks like it's going to happen in the second week of January. And it looks like we're going to have some cold weather sticking around. So we've been kind of spoiled here in the Midwest with a kind of warm start to this winter, even though it's not winter yet. 2 days is the first day of winter here, Thursday. What's going on, Macy, Vicky? How you guys doing? Thank you guys for joining me. And hit that hashtag. We're giving away some of this elderberry that I'm making tonight. And I believe I'll be able to give away 4 of these. And I would love some feedback. That's why I'm giving these away. This is the first time I've made it. I like to give it away and then get some feedback, especially this time of year where people may actually use this stuff because they may be sick. There's a lot of shit going around. That started probably about last week. I noticed a really increase of a lot of people who are ill lately, and it's just that that time of the year, unfortunately, including myself. I've been having just a runny nose, sinuses. That's pretty normal when the temperature drops from, when we have all this humidity to no humidity, and that's when my body really hates. Doesn't like this dry weather. But we got how many people in this first one? I think I only got 8 people in there. Somebody wants to win some free elderberry. And these are actually going to be in 4-ounce jars too, so I don't actually have the jars that they're actually going to be sold in yet, which is also why I'm going to give them away as well. They're going to be in a 4-ounce little juice jar that I actually use for my lion's mane. So we'll bottle it up in here, and we'll send it off to you tomorrow. And again, this is pure elderberry syrup. This is not your knockoff, just your elderberry syrup and water. If you can see the ingredients right over here, we're going to have 5 ingredients in it. This stuff is going to be a very potent medicine, and a very potent preventative medicine, as well as a medicine if you're already sick. Like I said, there is already scientific research that shows that people who take elderberry syrup when they're ill, on average, get over the illness 4 days earlier. And that's a long time, that's 4 days. And when you're sick, that's an eternity pretty much. So it can be very helpful. And basically, I'm going to sell it for $10 for 4 ounces. And if you think of that, if you're ever sick, hit me up, buy it for $10 and get over an illness a lot quicker. That's a very cheap, affordable price, I'd say. And you take it by the half teaspoon for children and full teaspoon for an adult. So, you know, a 4-ounce bottle will last a while. And you're welcome always to take more than that. It's not going to hurt you. These are all very safe ingredients to use. Although elderberry is dangerous to consume unless you cook it. So do have to cook it for 20 minutes. And like this recipe calls for, you actually do. I do have to do some more research to understand why it's not good to consume unless it's cooked for 20 minutes. As my guess, it probably boils off some kind of toxin in the plant. I'm not really sure. Maybe we can look that up now. Why you have to boil elderberries? And anybody out there tell me, I would love to hear it. Ah, there it is. So elderberries contain cyanide and should never be consumed raw. Boiling elderberries breaks down the cyanide and makes them safe to consume. Boiling elderberries also enhances the nutritional content, increasing their antioxidant capacity by up to 3 times. So people, don't forget that. Make sure you boil your elderberries. Do not eat them raw. You will get sick. And hopefully not die. I don't think you die, but it looks like it's toxic. So. But as anybody doesn't know, elderberry syrup is actually made from the berries of the sambucus tree that is native to Europe. And the ones that I have are actually European raid elderberries. And the reason I selected European elderberries is because they're apparently more healthier. I did a little bit of research, and then I purchased the product that I thought would be the healthiest. Now, I know I'm not supporting the American elderberry market, but I'm not even sure if they're grown here in the U.S. To tell you the truth, elderberry is something I'm kind of getting into now, and I'm definitely going to have to do some more research to get more acquainted with a lot of the information that comes with it, as well as the honey, cinnamon, cloves, ginger. Now, I know all these other ingredients are great for your gut and great for your mental health as well. So, but they do a lot more than that as well. They're medicines in their own. So, but it's my understanding that the European elderberries are more healthy for you. And we're over here again. Yeah, and elderberry syrup is known as a powerful cold remedy and preventative. And 1 cup of berries contains about 58% of the recommended daily value of vitamin C. But it also contains antioxidants that are only really found in the elderberry plant. The anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, anthocyanin, if I can ever say it correctly, anthocyanin reduces the damage that oxidative stress can cause when free radicals are metabolized in the body. So the antioxidants in this are what really give it the amazing what it does, the ability to so when you already have a virus, what this actually does is give the body the ability to not let the virus replicate. So when you take elderberry syrup and you have a certain viruses in your body, not saying every virus, they do keep the virus from replicating, which in turn shortens the virus's length of staying in the body. It does not kill it; it will just keep it from replicating. So, which is good to take if you have an antibiotics. If you take the elderberry syrup with it, you'll shorten the duration of the illness by 4 days on average. So we're gonna load a little bit more of this pauhua. That's what we're smoking on today. They grow in Illinois, huh? Thank you for telling me that. I wasn't sure. We'll smoke another bowl, and then we'll give this first giveaway away, and then we'll hit it again. Let me get a piece of paper so I can write these down. Probably give it away a few times. We also got another camera too up here. We're gonna turn on here, the cook cam, and we'll actually show it cooking here. But I should probably actually load it because you do have to boil it for 30 minutes, but that's all right. We could go on a tour on the mushroom farm in that 30 minutes, which we should. A lot going on downstairs. It's going to be changing in 2024. And you're going to see me at one point, hopefully by the summer, in my new lab. And that's pretty exciting. I'm building a new lab in my bedroom downstairs, but I really don't want to start it until I have, until I start my new position at my new job that I start in the spring. Once that starts, I'll obviously have more income to spend on remodeling. Right now, we're kind of laid off at the roofing business, so I'm kind of looking for some remodeling jobs and selling some herbal medicine. So just remember, when you buy from my website, you are supporting a small business as me. So like I said, I sell fecal oil for $25, 1 gram for $25. That's literally, I mean, $50 less than the dispensary who sells it for $60 to $80 for 1 gram. And if it's $5 to ship, $5.50 or so to ship. I sell, got the medicated honey for $18 for 4 ounces. This stuff is pretty potent. That's 385 milligrams straight up of THC. So it's no joke. That is really number, and it actually may be more than that because it actually just feels like it is when you eat it. It's very potent. And we got that lion's mane, 60 capsules, 500 milligrams each for $13. That's a whole month's supply. You really can't beat those prices. So just remember, when you buy from Great River Mushrooms and Herbal, you are supporting small business as well. What's going on, Ophelia? How you doing? Hey, Ashley. Yeah, Elderberry Magic. Sure, you know all about that Elderberry Magic. You know a lot about with that Berry Plus, the Juice Plus. Sorry, I'm sure that they have a product that actually has a lot of elderberry in it. Sounds wonderful. It does. I actually, when I went to the farmer's market, I didn't. Now that I thought about it, months after the farmer's market ended, I was actually surprised that there was no elderberry syrup offered by any of the vendors. And we're talking about a market that has 15 to 18 vendors at the peak of the middle of summer, and one vendor sells elderberry syrup. So it's kind of surprising that there wasn't. So I'm kind of taking that opportunity by producing my own new product of elderberry syrup to kind of fill in that market space, to have a local product made by a small business that also has these 5 ingredients in it that is made correctly in small batches and made fresh. So you have to remember, if you buy elderberries online, how long has it been stored? Because that stuff doesn't last forever. If you freeze it, it will last 6 months. My products are going to be canned, so they will be fresh, I guess you should say. At least I think I'm going to can them. I have to still do that and experiment on doing that correctly. But we have 5 ingredients that are cannable, so I don't see any issues with that. Berry Blend has it. Yeah, pomegranate is some good stuff too. That's why I guess they have a lot of pomegranate products on the market, and juices and pomegranate added. I think there's also a pomegranate brand that's sold nationally. Just pomegranate. But yeah, I figured I would fill in this niche of elderberry syrup, sell it at a pretty affordable price, and know that you're getting a good quality product that's made in small batches, which is what my goal is at Great River Mushrooms. It doesn't matter how big I get, I'm still going to have the mentality of creating everything in a small batch, even if I have a big commercial setting. I'm just going to have a whole bunch of small batches to cooking in. So there's a lot of effectiveness and potency when you do it in small batches. I really believe that, just from experimenting over the years. But I know you can make it in large batches too, but small batches, that's where it's at. And that's where I like to make a lot of my products. Smash. Yeah. How many people we got in this first giveaway? Let's get that. We got 11. Let's give it a whirl here, and then we'll give it away again. So good luck, anybody. Even if you're a little late, I'm gonna do another drawing of the same thing again. So here we go. Good luck, everybody. Tommy McKenna, congratulations. The first winner tonight of the. There you go. Get that there. The first winner of our elderberry syrup. Oh, coming on the loop. Tommy, congratulations. Thanks for joining us tonight. And like I said, if you do get this product, I'd love to get some feedback on you. I hope nobody's sick in your family, but for my sake, maybe I hope somebody is, because then I can actually see if this product really works. And that's what I really want to see, how it works, you know, when somebody's actually ill, and if it makes them feel better. But congrats, Tommy Makita. Thanks for joining me tonight. Thanks everybody for joining me. We're going to hit that giveaway button again. Second. So, cheers. Let's smoke a little bit of this Tauhua. All right, let's get this started. We're gonna get this other camera on here, and let me get this giveaway tool going again. We're gonna give away that same thing again. Great River Elderberry. All right, there we go. Excuse me. Yeah, add that third camera on here. I think it's here. Do that comment too. Oh, we got right above the stove now, and we're going to start mixing this stuff. So our first actually ingredient is going to be 2 cups of water. So we just set ready 2 cups of water. And this at the end, this is going to make 1.5 cups at the end. So when I obviously make bigger batches, I'll just turn that music down. I'll just make it in double or triple the batch. But we're going to do a small batch to start this off. We got 2 cups, and we got 1/2 cup of the elderberries already dried, which we have right here. Boom. And this whole bag is 4 cups altogether. The music went off. There we go. Then we're going to do 1/2 cup in the water. We're actually going to take it to a boil now. This is the first time I'm doing it, so I'm going to take it kind of slow and make sure I'm doing it correctly, and I don't mess it up. And I also like to wear a glove because I'm going to have to cut some ginger up here. Also put the cinnamon in there, and the cinnamon is going to be 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Oh my, that's on really tight. Somebody tighten that really tight. Anybody with muscles out there? There we go. Man, that was really tight. So we're doing 1 teaspoon. We got 1 teaspoon here going in. We We got a teaspoon of cloves. And the honey goes in last. So the honey goes after we all boil it, which I imagine is because you do not want to boil honey. It loses its medical values if you do go past 110 degrees with honey. And this is going to be a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves. It's not going to take much because cloves is very strong stuff. Put that in here. We're going to cut the ginger up. Now the directions on the ginger are kind of strange. It actually says 1 inch of fresh ginger, thinly sliced. So I'm guessing it's like a 1 inch cube by 1 inch cube of ginger, which we have some real ginger here. We'll cut it up right here. So maybe like that, maybe 1 inch, and then thinly sliced. You gotta remember, this is kind of an infusion base, so this is gonna go in here and we're gonna filter it all out of here. So we're kind of drawing out the medical value of these ingredients into one, you know. That's thinly sliced. Throw that in there. Give it a nice stir. Not too much ginger, and I will like it. There you go. But what's a lot of ginger, though? Smells delicious, tell you that much. You can see it right here in the. And once we're going to boil it over high heat, bring to a mixture to a boil, lower the heat, and allow the mixture to simmer until the water has been reduced by half, about 20 to 25 minutes. And then we're going to run it through a mesh strainer of 25 micron mesh strainer, which we have ready here. We have a jar. We're going to put it in here and let it go through this 25 microns and filter out all the stuff, so we're just left with the syrup. And we put 2 cups in. It's gonna, like I said, it's gonna some of it's gonna simmer off in 20-25 minutes. So you're gonna be left with about 1.5 cups in this, with a 1/2 cup of elderberries. So this whole bag should be able to do 128 ounces, I think, of elderberry syrup that I'll make for my business. And you'll be able to purchase it cheaper than anywhere else on the market. I've already looked at prices on Amazon, and I'm very highly competitive with any price on Amazon, although I cannot offer free shipping like they do. That's where they destroy me on shipping, but we make it work. I sell a lot of my products locally as well at these farmers markets. So can't wait for the new year to start and to meet more new customers and get to more events. And you can see it's already boiling here. Boil really fast. We're going to simmer the heat down. We should probably get one of these. This works great. It really just reminds me of Christmas. The cinnamon really does as well. So that is some aromas that you really smell in candle burners a lot. Smell of cinnamon, so especially around Christmas. We're 6 days away from Christmas, and I really hope everybody has a great Christmas. I'm really excited this year. I just am, I guess. I'm usually not excited about Christmas, but I am for this year. And even more excited about next year's Christmas. Because next year I plan on taking a vacation somewhere out of the country. That's the plan. Not on Christmas, but probably in December. So next December will be a great time. And I don't know if you keep stirring, and it says lower the heat, allow the mixture to simmer. So probably not much stirring. And we're gonna put that timer on 20 to 25 minutes. And we still got 41 minutes in our pressure cooker over here. These are actually, this is actually how I sterilize my, I'm going to lose that camera, but that's okay. I'll take that camera off. There we go. Yeah, it does smell amazing. And now we're just simmering here. I don't think it says that. Put a lid on it, no. But this is the pressure cooker. This is basically the meat of my business. Without this pressure cooker, I can't grow any mushrooms. And I have 2 pressure cookers. And we're starting sterilizing bags again yesterday because, like I said, we're starting to grow more mushrooms for the market. Without the farmer's market, I really struggle to sell any mushrooms. It's really hard to sell them on Facebook alone. So when I actually go to the markets, I do sell a lot of mushrooms. So the farmer's markets are where the fresh mushrooms are really, really sold. That's where the customers are and where, a lot of people know to find them. But we're going to start selling them at more events next year because I sell so many different products. I've already been invited to a few events just because of my soup. Because some events are they don't like to invite people who sell food, but I actually sell canned food as well as mushrooms. So it was an event at a winery, and they heard about my soup, which is right here. Word about my soup is getting around Quincy, and they invited me to be a vendor at the event. But last year they asked me a few weeks before, and I couldn't do it because when you ask me to be a vendor, I have to prepare months in advance because some of the mushrooms take that long to grow. The blue oysters take 20 days, and from when you actually take the bag and then the mushrooms actually grow. I'm gonna actually take a hit of another bowl, and then I'll actually go take a tour of the mushroom that facility downstairs real quick, and I'll show you what's going on down there in the Great River Mushrooms grow place. I'm just looking for a toothpick, which I don't know where it went. Well, like I said, there's going to be a lot of big changes next year once the lab's completed. One of the other tents will be turned into a mushroom grow fruiting tent, and I will be able to grow even more mushrooms. So I'm really excited about that. I also think that I'll be hiring somebody as well come spring, a part-time position, probably Sundays. So if anybody out there is looking for a part-time job on Sundays, I'll probably be the day that I'll need help. And I already lost the lighter. There it is. And you can work for free supplements, or I pay cash too. So, well, cheers, everybody. All right. Well, that elderberry syrup is boiling, which we can actually see while we're walking through the grill. I'm going to put some of man's best friend on there, some Germex on my hands, since we're going down someplace we want to be clean. So this is all my basement. Actually, there's a washer and dryer room that I have to walk through to get through the garden, but this is actually going to be the new lab once it's completed. Now there's a lot more work to do in here, but I hope to have this completed by this summer. I'd say April, May. And we're gonna have to put window units in. We still have some work to do with the floor, with the concrete floor right now. But this is gonna be the whole Great River Mushrooms lab. This is gonna be the next upgrade. Once we do this upgrade and we outlive this space, that's when we'll actually have to move somewhere else, which is eventually the goal in a couple of years, is to have a commercial actual place that's not my house, as well as a commercial kitchen. So this is going to be the Great River Mushrooms lab, which is right now on a tent on the other side of the basement here. And this is the room where we do all the production room. We have all the ingredients it takes to grow our mushrooms over here, and as well as cannabis too. I grow cannabis, and these are my cannabis tents. And this is my fruiting tent right here. So there's not much in it right now, but like I said, we're producing more. We just got a few shiitake blocks that are really kind of old. We got some golden yellow oysters over here, and a couple other mushrooms that have been growing for a few weeks. But really, we have to still upgrade this room. We took out our vent because I didn't like the way it was set up. So we still have to upgrade where this vent was. It's going to be a 4-inch tube coming up. And it's going to circulate the humidity properly. So this is a big humidifier that's connected to the house water. It automatically fills up and keeps this room at 80% humidity, or whatever I really want to set it at. And so yeah, in about a month, this room will have 3 to 4 times as many mushroom bags in it, and we'll be back in full swing once April hits with our mushroom production. And we're trying to double what we did last year. So I'm going to try to get a better idea of how much to produce every week. And last year was kind of the learning experience of how to actually go to the farmer's market and just do everything, how to sell. So I was really more focused on doing that stuff. And then this year, we're more focusing on the amount we're bringing to the farmer's market, focus more on the mushrooms that sell and also that will sell. So we'll bring in some more mushrooms that eventually are more difficult to grow that will be in our other fruiting tent once our lab's done. So, you know, when you're a mushroom business, you kind of take steps to upgrade your facility in it, because it takes a lot of money. It actually takes a lot of knowledge as well. So not only when I buy a new piece of equipment, I then have to learn how to use that equipment, and that takes time, knowledge, and a lot of YouTube videos. So that's where I learned a lot of things, is on YouTube. This is where I learned all this stuff to do down here, how to make that atomic unit, this tent setup, what mushrooms like to grow, how to actually grow them, the bags that you have to grow them in. So to get to this step required like 120 other steps, and then it's going to take another 120 steps to get to really where I want to be at. And so yeah, this is just the beginning, and there was even a further beginning than this. So when this tent was not here, and this tent, I actually had to move a washer and dryer to put this tent here. The washer and dryer is now on the other side of the outside of the whole lab. So that was a bitch itself, to move a washer and dryer, all the gas lines, all the lines involved with that, just to put this tent here, because this is the only spot the tent fit in my whole house. So yeah, we got some shiitake blocks. They're not really doing much because of the fact I let them sit inside too much. So these may not actually grow many shiitakes. That's my bad. They're going to go to the compost pile outside if they don't produce much. But they sat around about a month too long, and they grew the mushrooms inside the bag, and then the mushrooms actually ate themselves again. So if you actually leave the mushrooms in too long, they rot, and then the mycelium re-eats it. So it's a cannibalistic mushroom, but all mushrooms are. They will eat themselves. So we're going to go over here to the other part of the lab. This is the holding shelves where all the mushroom bags get held at when they're waiting to colonize. So we got, turn the slide on here. We got some shiitake bags up here now, and the shiitakes have to sit here for 2 months. So these are going to be here a while. This whole top shelf here and here are all my shiitake blocks, and I can fit about 40 of my shiitake blocks here. My bottom 2 rows are for all my oyster species, and then we have floor room, and then we also have more room on the other side of this when we upgrade. We need more space. So then here is the lab. Turn the light on, and this is the mushroom lab now. And the thing that makes this the mushroom lab is this machine here. And this is actually a filtering system that actually brings in pre-filtered air through a charcoal filter on the other side of this wall over here. Comes in through a HEPA filter that I actually made myself. It's not on right now, but when it is on, it blows air at about 755 cubic feet per minute. So it's blowing at a pretty fast rate. I got it set on a speed setting here, you can see, so I can control how much comes through it. And then this is where all my genetics are at. We got blue, yellow, all the oyster species, lion's mane, shiitake, and we have everything in here to produce the mushroom bags, which we have over here. So tomorrow I will be live in this lab. So if you want to join me tomorrow, sometime in the morning, I think I'm going to do it. We're going to do another live in the lab episode, and we're actually going to inoculate some of these bags with some different products, and we're also going to make some grain. So I produce all my own grain bags as well, and we definitely needed to do some more grain production of that. I haven't done it in a while. Like I said, we are just increasing our production because we've kind of dwindled off since October, when the last farmers market was. And then even in October, it was a slow market, so we weren't selling as much as we were, say, July. And next year, we're definitely going to sell a lot more as we push a lot more different products. Because now we're going to have an elderberry syrup. We're going to have our CBD dog treats as well by the springtime. So look for those. We have not developed those yet because I'm very picky on the ingredients that I choose, and I'm still not sure about my CBD dog treats. I want them to last a long time, and I already made one production run on them, and it was a failure. The product, I didn't even want to give them away for free. It was awful. So we definitely need to find some ingredients that will last a long time and be beneficial to a dog as well. So, what's going on, Dolores? How you doing? Don't forget to hit that reaction button, folks. We got 15 lovely people in here tonight. Again, if you're just joining me, I am Dan Baird with Great River Mushroom and Herbal in Quincy, Illinois. And I sell mushrooms like shiitake, blue oysters, elm oysters, yellow oysters, lion's mane. I sell most of these at the farmers markets in Quincy, Illinois, but I also have a website, greatrivermushrooms.com. I do not sell mushrooms on there yet. I do eventually will sell shiitakes, and anybody who's actually interested in shiitakes and me shipping them to them, hit me up. I will sell them to you at a discounted price because I still want to learn how to ship the shiitakes properly. And obviously, I don't want to sell them to you at full price if I can't ship them properly. So hit me up if anybody is ever interested in a half pound of the shiitakes. I probably can't ship them for another couple weeks until I get some more for them, but definitely have somebody to ship them to. It would be nice to experiment. So I'm gonna have to ship them to myself. You got a bunch of elderberries in this freezer waiting to make some syrup. That's awesome, Diana. That's pretty good. And again, this is the other part of the lab. We kind of went through my tent wall here. This is actually a 5 by 10 tent, just your normal grow tent. And I actually cut. There was a door here that came with the tent, and I just opened the door up and made this other room with plastic and 2x4s. So this whole room is encased with plastic as well. It actually has a little filtering system over here too to exhaust air when needed. I actually need a bigger fan, but really, you want it when you're working in this lab. You want to exhaust the air out of the room, and then B, bring in fresh air that come back through this machine here. So it's really helpful to flush the air out and then bring fresh air. Keeps the viruses, germs, bacteria out. That's stuff that's not good for mushroom production. So as you can see here, we got some blue oyster mycelium in here. Look at that. It's awesome. Some of the simplest stuff in nature is in this jar, guys. You know, we actually share 33% of the DNA that is in here. And I honestly believe this stuff is alive. This stuff is intelligent. This stuff is conscious in a way. Because if you look at what mycelium can do, it actually is really magical what this stuff does, and why we actually are alive because of this stuff. The reason I actually became really intrigued in mushroom production is what these things actually do to our environment, how they affect everything in our lives. And we would not be able to be alive without fungus and mushroom kingdom. Everything in the forest would pile up, all the dead stuff, and there'd be no mycelium that actually eats all the dead stuff and turns it into nutrients that the plants can use. So, you know, without that cycle happening, we would not exist. We would not exist at all. So we have to thank what's inside this tent for, being alive. But yeah, that's the lab here. This is where my little lab here, which eventually is going to be in that bedroom that I showed you here at the beginning of the video. And you also take a look at some of my clone rooms. It's just getting way overcrowded. So these things need to go in the flower. This is my veg tent for my cannabis. We got some ophelia here, which is not looking really great. It really needs to be trimmed. So you've got all yellow leaves. But it really needs to be moved out. And that's my clone bucket that's well loaded over there. My clones I've turned into plants. So yeah, we know how that goes. Sometimes we kind of fall behind on stuff, especially when I have a mushroom garden that comes first before my cannabis. You know. But we also have air conditioners down here as well. We have a whole circulation system that we're going to replace this spring. This stuff sucks. This is not good for permanent air movement. I'm going to do white PVC instead. This stuff really gets filthy. A lot of stuff sticks inside of it, and then it's hard to clean. At least if I use PVC, I'll be able to spray it off with the hose. But yeah, that's pretty much a tour of the grow facility. And this tent right here, believe it or not, it can easily produce 300 to 500 pounds of mushrooms a month in this 5x10 tent. So it may seem ridiculous, but it very easily can. Once we actually move the lab into the other area, we'll have the other 5x10 tent to grow in as well. So we'll be able to produce 500 to 800 pounds of mushrooms when we have 2 tents. The ultimate goal, I mean, I don't really know what the ultimate goal is of what the number I want to grow, but I always thought that 500 would be a good starting point to grow, to have 500 pounds a month. There are companies out there, larger companies that do turn 2,000 pounds of mushrooms a month, and they employ about 4 or 5 people. I'm really only looking to employ 1 or 2, and if I ever get any bigger than that, then so be it. But yeah, that's the goal, and this is where it kind of starts, is down there in the basement. And then we have a place where we store all of our products here. This is the production room, shipping area, catch-all, where everything's stored that it takes to run this business. And we have all of our products here, ready to ship out, all packaged up. So when you do order them, I can ship them out, pretty much next day. Yeah, it's working out great. And that smell in here smells delicious. Oh, I feel like just smelling it, I'm getting over feeling like shit today. Says we got 7 minutes. Seven minutes of boiling it to get to 20 minutes, and I think we'll add 5 minutes because it still looks like it needs to evaporate some. It just says lower the heat though, so it's kind of hard to tell what lower the heat means. Like, are we going medium or high? But those elderberries look pretty potent. The water already looks very dark and deep. So do not forget that you have to, simmer your elderberries for 20 minutes. This one actually said boil, I think. Well, I guess if you're gonna eat the actual elderberries, you have to boil them. Is that correct? So after I drain these, I can eat the elderberries? Hey, what's going on, Ronaldo? I mean, I don't see why you have to boil it for 20 minutes. That's a long time to boil something. It probably needed to be about mid-heat. You still see it there. Man, it smells so good. It smells so good. I wish I could share the smell. What it smells like. But I really do feel better just from smelling it. Like, I feel like it's giving me energy, and any kind of nauseousness is going away. I've even felt crappy the last few days. I felt crappy because I had a mushroom trip on Sunday night. And I found that it takes a few days to recover from that. And I had a very interesting night, to say the least. I had a very interesting night. So I usually don't feel normal physically until Wednesday if I do a mushroom trip on a Saturday or a Sunday. So it was a very great beneficial trip. It was very difficult though, but so that's why I physically feel like crap too, because it was difficult. So I'm gonna try some of this elderberry syrup and hopefully feel a lot better. I'm gonna take some CBD, CBG, and probably pass out at midnight tonight. But I've been taking my CBD, CBG before I go to bed, and I sleep so much better. It's ridiculous, and I wish other people would, look at the benefits of using CBD before they go to bed, because I try to educate people so much on it, but there's so many people who are still so stingy about trying CBD, and they'll try sleep aids from their doctor before they'll try CBD, and I just find that kind of ridiculous. But that's the way people are. Some humans are still very stubborn on the CBD. My Lord, if you put CBD into your life, your sleeping issues will go away. And I've never not known anybody who's incorporated CBD in their life and not had the benefits of how it helps you sleep, how it helps you stay asleep when you do actually wake up. So that's the issue I have. I fall asleep for 4 or 5 hours and I wake up and I can't go back to sleep. When I take my CBD, CBG before bed, when I do wake up, I fall back asleep within 5 minutes, and it's night and day difference. And then I'll fall back asleep for the rest of the 2 to 3 hours and get my full night's sleep, so it's awesome stuff. So we're probably going to measure this too. We're going to try to see if we get a cup and a half. Like I said, this is my first batch, and this is why I'm kind of giving it away for free, because you kind of have to do something about 4 or 5 times before you kind of get consistent at it. At least that's how I've learned to do everything. Like even sterilizing these bags per se, like what I'm doing here. When I first did this, I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. I almost started my house on fire. I'll tell you that, because I didn't have. There's actually a pillowcase in here, and my bags go inside the pillowcase, and it keeps them from getting burned against the hot edges. I did not know that when I first sterilized mushroom bags, which are what is inside here right now. And I melted the bags onto the side of the sterilizer and made that. It started burning and smoking, and it was horrible. So that's why I say when you learn to do something about 5 times, you don't fuck up like you did the first time. So I'm not saying I'm going to fuck this up, but the first batch is not going to be as good as my 5th batch per se, I honestly think I got it a little too hot to begin with, and I maybe should have started off with a slow boil and turned it immediately down to about mid-low, which is right below which it is right now. It's hard to tell how much is boiled off, because you don't have like something to measure on the side there. Heck yeah. Edibles help too. THC just knocks me out, and then but CBD like helps me sleep deeper. So I say when I actually take my CBD, I actually have dreams, and I feel like I enter REM sleep more often. THC is kind of just intoxicating, and you're out. Just knocks you out, We're gonna add 5 more minutes to the timer. I do think it needs to boil off a little more. It says lower the heat and allow the mixture to simmer until the water has been reduced by half, about 25 to 30 minutes. I'll be smoking another cannabis bowl and then load it out and see what it looks like. We're gonna filter it through a 25 micron filter, and we're going to squeeze all that juice out. and then we're gonna try a sample. And I'm really excited to try some of it because it smells so good. It smells so good, I'm telling you. What's going on, Crystal? How you doing tonight? Yeah, I'm all about the natural sleep, and I just feel bad for people who go on prescriptions for sleeping aids, and then they go on them for years. And you know, I try to educate people that the CBD, man, is the way to go for long-term sleep, sound sleep, and it will really change your life if you use it daily, and especially if you have sleep issues. I've just never not known anybody who should take it and not have really good sleep with it. So that pressure cooker's almost done as well. 16 minutes left. Everything that goes in the pressure cooker has to be in there for 2 hours, so they do stay in there quite a bit. So, but if you're just joining me, don't forget to hit that reaction button, that love button, that share button. I'm Dan Baird with Great River Mushrooms, and I'm here to educate people on mushrooms and herbal medicine. And tonight we are making some elderberry syrup. And we have a giveaway as well. Hit that Great River Elderberry hashtag to win some of the stuff I'm making. We're going to give away a couple samples of it. And we're going to get them in 4-ounce juice jar bottles. And I'll even give you a dropper with it. They don't come with the dropper and the cap, but I have a lot of extra droppers to give you. So it only takes about half a teaspoon for a child, or a full teaspoon to start your day. This stuff is highly potent and concentrated, so it does not take much. So a 4-ounce bottle, how many half teaspoons in a 4-ounce we'll look that up. 4 ounces to teaspoons. 24 teaspoons. You're going to get 48 doses if you're an adult. So if you took that every day, you're going to have 48 days worth out of a 4-ounce bottle. I'd probably take a little bit more and do like a teaspoon and a half. Because I have a high metabolism, and men probably do have to take a little bit more if you weigh more. Delta 8, CBD, and CBN. Yeah. Sleep, all that stuff together is awesome. But I'm not very familiar with Delta 8. I know what CBN does to me. If I even take about 1% CBN, I'm going to bed. I'm going night-night. So CBN definitely makes me tired, but makes me tired too much. CBD is more like, it's not like I have to go to sleep, but when I do go to sleep, I'm going to fall asleep and sleep good. But CBN, man, that's a knock you out. Like getting punched in the face. Yeah, Master Rochi does make that stuff. It's pretty awesome. Go over there and check out Master Rochi. Yeah, he sells similar products to mine, but we sell very different products. So I'm all about people pushing the same kind of herbal medicine, you know. It's still got a slight boil. We got 50 seconds left, and we'll be at our 25-minute line. It says boil to 25 to 30 minutes, but we're going to do 25 minutes the first time. We're going to drain it here, and then we're going to measure how much we actually produced. It says I should have a cup and a half. So, cheers, everybody. Countdown to 30-second start. Again, some of the other products I sell, we got some fecal oil, $25. I also ship these in a toothbrush holder, as you can see, so the syringe will never push down. It's also wrapped in a vacuum seal inside. And so I ship them and make sure you're going to get it safely, and make sure that the pen is not going to be pushed down. So yeah, these are $25 on my website, greatrivermushrooms.com. We also got some of that Ophelia honey. It's $18, 385 milligrams. This stuff is really delicious. We also got that lion's mane, $13. That's a whole supply, a month's worth right here. We got 60 capsules at 500 milligrams each, all veggie capsules. And we have our most right now, our very popular mushroom soup. And this stuff is amazing. I say if you actually buy it on my website, make sure you buy it with some other items because it is kind of expensive to ship by itself. But when bought with other items, it is a lot more reasonable. This stuff right here, I really think is one of the most special products that I offer. I can't wait until I eventually sell it in grocery stores, which I have no doubt that I will. Just for the fact there's nobody else pushing something like this in the market. It's very special, unique. I sold 200 jars last year, and I really didn't push it as hard as I will this year. My goal this year is to sell 500 jars of my mushroom soup, and I think we'll be able to achieve that. I'm really going to get into more different events where I can find more customers who will buy this. So I one farmer's market, I sold 20 jars of this, so that's not bad for one market for 4 hours. I do think that I could sell more than that when I eventually get the word out of the soup like I have been. What's going on, Amanda? How you doing? Yeah, it'd be awesome if insurance did cover herbal medicine. Get that indica strain. Yep, you're right. So that CBD is the good stuff. Well, let's filter this out. I think we've been here for 28 minutes, and we're gonna run it through this filter here. Move all this stuff out of the way here. Which I need to turn this camera back on. Give me a second. I'll hook it back up. You can actually watch it drain out. We got our GoPro hooked up here. I like hooking up this GoPro here. Once it comes online. We're going to run through this filter. This is a 25 micron filter, so it's a really fine filter. I'm really going to filter this out into here. This is a filter that I can actually put hot stuff in. And I do like to spray a little bit of alcohol on the outside before I do it. The alcohol is going to evaporate. Kill anything in there. We're going to scoop it in there now and see how much we get. Hopefully it doesn't break the jar because it is hot. I could put it in some Pyrex to be safe, which you probably should. Filter it through the Pyrex so we know it doesn't break. I've broken stuff in those jars, putting hot stuff in there. So we're going to run through this filter. Try not to spill it. You can see here. You really want to be able to squeeze those berries. That's really what we want. Can I eat the berries? Anybody out there told me if I can eat the berries? No, they're not going to be in my syrup, but are they still good to eat, or do they have any ingredients left in them? Potency. Now we're going to squeeze it out. I don't think we're going to get a cup and a half. We'll see. I got about 3/4 of a cup right now. So if that happens to be the case, we'll just have to simmer less next time. Probably do it for 20 minutes. But there's still a lot to come out of here. There's still a good amount to squeeze out. We'll see what happens. You can make some jam. Right, I should look up a recipe. I mean, you can find anything online. Recipe for a jam after you make the elderberry syrup. Now I know I've taken out the medical value of the things because a lot of the recipes say that the toss the elderberries, they're not any good anymore. So, Autumn, we're making elderberry syrup. Gaining some knowledge and motion, right? We're making some elderberry syrup, and we have cinnamon, ginger. And we're gonna add the honey last. So the honey. Yeah, you actually let the honey goes in last. But we have cinnamon, ginger, cloves, and the honey's gonna go in last after we filter this and it cools down a little. Because honey, the medical value of honey degrades after 110 degrees, so we don't want to put it in the hot, very hot liquid, but to cool down a little bit. And then we're gonna mix it into that syrup really well. I mean, we're using some of Nate's Midwest brand stuff. I use this for a lot of my products. It's good shit. They actually buy honey from all over the Midwest, so it's kind of a mixture of some raw honeys. It has a very bold taste. And we're squeezing all the elderberries in here. They're in a filter bag. This is a 25 micron filter bag that I bought on Amazon. The bubble bag usually meant to make hash rosin. We're still squeezing a lot out. It's a little hot to squeeze, so that's why I'm waiting to cool down. We're about at 3/4 of a cup, and I thought we were going to get a full cup. It says right here this recipe should make roughly 1.5 cups of elderberry syrup, but that amount will vary based on how long you let the liquid cook down. So next time we're going to go a little bit shorter, but that's why this is an experiment. You do it and you observe and then you adjust. That's how you make a good product. So next time we do that, we should get. So whoever wins this tonight is going to get some potent elderberry, though. So this is a lot more concentrated. Obviously, I want to do that full cup and a half because otherwise I'm cutting into my profits if I'm not getting the right amount where I want to. So that's important to me to get that right amount next time. But whoever wins these tonight is going to get some potent medicine for sure. Still some more to squeeze out, but it's still hot. Yeah, we use some of the European brand elderberries. And this was a brand on Amazon. I like Amazon because they have so many different brands of elderberries. There's no way you could do it anywhere you live, find locally that many brands of elderberries. And then you can also look at the reviews and find a good product that's actually quality as well. This brand was one of the highest reviewed products on Amazon. Highly reviewed elderberry brand. Squeezing some more out of there. It's just hot still though. I don't even think we're going to get a cup, so it looks like we got half of what we wanted to. Hopefully I put the full amount of water in. No, we still have to add half a cup of honey, so I guess that is going to add more volume. So we're actually not going to be short too much. I keep forgetting we haven't added the half a cup of honey. Squeeze some more out of here. Whew, that's hot. Still hot. 2 large bushes growing in my yards now. Very nice. I'll see you later, Amanda. Have a good night. Hopefully you get some good sleep. see how many jars this fills up tonight, and then I'll know how many to give away. But I know we're gonna give away 2 for sure. So we should be able to get plus half a cup. We're only actually gonna be short about 1/3 of a cup, so that's not really bad. Once we add the half cup of honey, still squeezing some out. But the more I squeeze, the hotter it is in my hand. So I'm gonna wait for it to cool down. And we have to wait for it to cool down anyway. We want to actually put a thermometer in there to make sure. I have a candy thermometer, I thought. There we go. I'm just going to put that. See what the temperature is. And we want to make sure it's below 110 degrees, but basically to put the honey in. Anything over that will start to degrade the medical value of the honey. No, I'm making it's a syrup. So this is basically an elderberry syrup. It's kind of condensed. I've basically infused all these products in here, and now I'm filtering it out, and I'm going to add the honey. We're at about 100 degrees right now. I think we can add the honey. Squeeze some more out. This has cloves, elderberries, cinnamon, ginger, and honey. It has those 5 ingredients, and then some water, basically. So it's kind of watery, but it's not going to be quite a syrup. It's going to be more of a condensed medicine, I guess, a concentrated medicine in a way. So the term syrup doesn't really refer to it as being a syrup. I guess it's more of a general term that it has a really dark consistency to it, and it's thicker, a little bit thicker than water, you know. We're still squeezing some out of there. We want to get every single drop because that's the medicine. Yeah, tincture in a way, basically. But it's not called tincture for some reason. All the recipes refer to it as a syrup, so therefore as a tincture. I was still squeezing a lot out. I think that's it. We're gonna put that in the bowl now. We're gonna make sure we kind of clean off everything because it does look like it stains. Stain things. The pan might be stained, but we'll actually take that off now because there we go. Now we're gonna add the honey. So we have some of this honey. We're gonna put half a cup in there. We'll open this up. I can get it open. It's not being easy, so use a knife. It's a whole half cup of honey, so again, a lot of medical potency value in this product. Do half a cup right here. It's pretty thick honey, so we're gonna have to use a spatula to get it out. We'll read it again and make sure it says a half cup. It definitely does. Read twice, measure 3 times, and dump once, you know, otherwise you can't take it back out. I don't think I have a spatula that small. I do. So I'm thinking the honey may thicken it up a little bit, but then once it cools down, we'll probably thicken up a little bit. We'll find out though. That's why the first time we made it, this is our prototype coming to an end here. Let's see where we got the honey in there. Now we're gonna give it a good whisk. It says stir in the honey using a whisk. Yep, what we're gonna do. Make sure we get all that honey in there. We got the whisk here. We're just gonna transfer the syrup into a sealed glass jar that you can store in the fridge. We got juice jars we're gonna use. So we wanted to be at a cup and a half. We are just below a cup and a half. I'd say like 1.4 if you're going to be very accurate. So we were really close. We probably just want to simmer for 5 minutes less next time, because we're trying to shoot for what the recipe is at 1.5 cups. So there you go, elderberry syrup right here, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna get some of them juice jars. We go get some of those and we'll fill them up. We also already have funnels, so get some of them funnels out. So every time we buy those juice jars, they come with funnels. So we got a whole bunch of funnels already ready to go, because I'm probably gonna, if you use any other funnel, you're gonna ruin it. This elderberry syrup kind of stains stuff. So it's a nice reusable funnel. If I can get it open. And then it's so hard tonight. Nice little flexible silicone funnel you can put on any type of thing to make it larger. And we're going to dump the elderberry syrup into these juice jars. We got a whole box of some juice jars here. Just gonna use some of these. These are it right here. Every one of them is individually wrapped, ready to roll. It's natural. Yes, it is. You can give it to kids, Autumn, I believe. Obviously, you don't want to give a child under, I think it's 1 year old, honey. So there is honey in this product. I think that's what the CDC recommends. If I remember right, FDA, don't give a child honey under the age of 1. But everything else in here is safe to give to a child. Like I said, I know some hippie mothers who give it to their kids, and their kids are never ever sick. So this stuff will definitely keep a child from getting sick. There's a lot of research to actually prove that. So we'll fill up the first jar, pick up the little plastic bag they come with, put the filter on it. Not the filter, but the, it looks like we got a good mix. The honey mixing well. I don't see any floating. We gave it a really good mix there. So we're going to start dumping it into these jars. And you basically, the recommended dose is half a teaspoon in the morning. So this will actually have 48 doses in it if you take it at the recommended dose of 48 milligrams. 48 doses if you take it at half a teaspoon. So I probably take a teaspoon, so you should be able to get 24 days out of it if you did a teaspoon of this 4 ounce. It's only $10. I'm going to be selling it for $10 per 4 ounce. And probably gonna, I'll send Rasta, if you're still out there, I'll send you one of these too. I know you ain't been feeling well. But I'll probably have to make some more. But I made the first batch, so that was actually pretty easy, I think. We got 2 here. There you go, there it is. So this is our first winner is going to get that, and whoever wins the second hashtag is going to get the second bottle. And this third bottle is half a bottle, and that's going to be mine. I'm going to try it. And we know that we get 2 bottles out of that, so. think that was 4 ounces. Let's try it now. We got some full teaspoon here. Felt like I should have got more bottles out of it, but let's try it. That's really good. You can actually taste every ingredient. You can taste the cinnamon, you can taste the ginger, you can taste the cloves, you can taste the honey, you can taste the elderberries. You can taste every single one of those in there. That's really good. It kind of has a kick afterwards too. I like it. Yeah, that's some good stuff there. So you said we could eat the elderberries. I do want to try those. Well, here we go. Let's see what they taste like. Man, they really don't have any taste. And they're kind of hard now. So you could probably only really make them into a jam. I could imagine that being in a jam. I wouldn't eat it by itself though. But I'm gonna try some more of that. That was good. That was really good. What happens if you drink the whole bottle, you know? You're really getting a concentrated dose then. Here it is right there. So as I was saying earlier, if you do take it, there's a lot of research that shows that it actually lessens the duration of an illness by 4 days. If you get a virus, this stuff actually keeps the virus from replicating, so that keeps the virus from spreading more. And if you're on an antibiotic, allows the antibiotic to kind of do its thing. So elderberries that's why it works so well. When you're sick, it also keeps you from getting sick as well by boosting your immune system. Vitamin C. It also has a whole bunch of antioxidants that can actually kill bacteria and viruses. So there's a lot of beneficial things to it, and not as well as the honey. Add the honey, you add the clove, you add the ginger, and you add the what's the other one? The cinnamon. You add four other ingredients that also have really a lot of medical value in them. So we're gonna go another half teaspoon. Give it a really good taste. So bottoms up. Cheers. That honey really makes it sweet. I really like it. Now I see why they kind of call it syrup, because it does taste syrupy, but it's not the consistency of a syrup. Cinnamon rind or something. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to make some more, but I'll do that tomorrow morning. But that was actually really simple to make, and I feel like I can make it in a triple batch where you can do 6 or 8 bottles. We get better at doing it for sure. That's a good first time. So you can see it right here. We got 2 bottles. We're gonna put into the fridge, and whoever wins tonight, we're gonna ship those out. We had who was the first winner? I have it written down here. Tommy McKetta. He won the first one, and I'll bring that other hashtag up here. Bring probably move that one. And get this going, get that giveaway. Anybody else want to get in there? Don't forget to hit that reaction button, share it to your friends. There are a lot of people that do watch this after. But yeah, we were using real ginger tonight. We got some cinnamon that is known for sweet, spicy, red hot candy flavor. This is actually a certain cinnamon. So it actually, I can taste it now too. Kind of adds that hot candy flavor, but it's not hot. but it has kind of a candy flavor. It's hard to explain until you try it. But I guarantee you, tomorrow I'm gonna feel great, and that's gonna be awesome because I'm ready for tomorrow to feel a lot better and start working and getting back to the mushroom stuff that I have to do tomorrow. Which tomorrow we'll have a live in the lab session at one point, so join me tomorrow too for live in the lab downstairs when we go do some mushroom growing. Yeah, infused honey. That would be interesting, but that would be strong. A whole half cup. But I mean, you're only taking half a teaspoon at a lot of time, but you would definitely could not drink the whole bottle. You would definitely get effed up. This is highly concentrated because there is half a cup in here. So it's 24 servings. I don't understand what a serving is on here. It doesn't exactly say what the size of a serving is. Oh, there it is. It's 1 tablespoon. It makes 24 tablespoons with this recipe. So I don't know if we made 24 tablespoons. Let me do the math on that. We end up making we end up making 1.4 cups. 1.4 cups is 22.4 U.S. tablespoons, so we were slightly short. And we were able to get, what's 22 tablespoons? 24 tablespoons of ounces. It's just 12 fluid ounces. So yeah, I got that much. Yeah, so that I got right amount of the short I should have gotten. So I thought I was short, but I'm definitely not. My math is correct. We just have to get the full cup and a half, or if we do bigger batches, and we should, 2 batches of that should be able to get 5 jars. So yeah, we'll definitely make some more batches tomorrow because I'm actually going to give this as presents to my family as well, as Christmas presents to all the women in my family, and the men get the mushroom soup, and the women get candles and elderberry syrup. So it's a lot awesome to make your own Christmas presents and give them to your family as well. So. I'm not gonna be able to bed rest for 4 to 6 weeks. Now 4 days is hard. For sure. Elderberry syrup has cleared up my cold a couple times. That's awesome. You can't eat them raw. They didn't taste very good. That's why I probably spit it out. So we've been live for 1 hour and 36 minutes. We're probably going to hit this giveaway and probably end this live. Give away 2 of these jars to 2 lucky people tonight. Ross, I'll send you one as well after I make the batch in the morning. And I'm going to keep drinking this too. Take it one more time and see how it tastes. Really, the honey overwhelms everything. But then you have the aftertaste of all the other stuff as well. So pretty awesome. I'm going to put the bottles in the fridge now. Again, I think our price point is going to be somewhere between $10 to $12. I'm not really sure, but it's probably I'm going to adjust it like I have my other products where I started out one price and then I kind of adjusted as time went on to a more accurate price. But it's going to be a lot more affordable than anything else on the market, and it's going to be you're going to get what you want out of it. You're going to get the full value by the small batches that we actually make it in. I do feel it affected my brain too from eating that, so this potent stuff. Give away this thing and smoke a little bit of cannabis. But does anybody else want to get in here? And this giveaway, we're gonna give away 4 ounces of this elderberry syrup that we made tonight. What's going on, Elisa? It's not Elisa May anymore. It's Elisa Balaskitsky. I can't even pronounce that name because unless I hear it pronounced. Balaskitsky. No, I can try all day to pronounce it, but unless I hear the word pronounced. How you doing, Elisa? I'll still call you Elisa May. It is Lisa May, isn't it? Cheers, everybody. We're going to give this away here. If you want to get in this giveaway here, Lisa B. Nobody ever said it right. That's all right. People still call me Bard. The real pronunciation of my last name is Baird. So it's like, just say bear with a D. So it's Baird. And that's how you really pronounce it properly. So, but there are some people who say Bard. I get people who telemarketers that really destroy my name sometimes. And I can't even pronounce it. So here's that giveaway. Good luck, everybody. Let's hit that hashtag. And Lisa, if you want to get in this, I don't know if you did or not. I'll give you a second if you want to get in this giveaway. Cheers, everybody. It's me, I'm real. Real. Alrighty, well, let's hit this giveaway. Good luck, everybody. We got 16 entries. Let's hit it. We got Terry Bryler. If I pronounce your name right, I think it'd be Bryler. Sounds like it spell like that. Congratulations. Where's that party song? All the way down here. I totally forgot I had that music. A good way to end the show with a little bit of some reggae fun. Everybody, thank you for joining me tonight. Don't forget to hit that share button, that laugh button. There's John Doe here. Nope, it was Elisa. I don't have John Doe in here making that laughing thing. John Doe, where you at, John Doe? But I'm sure I'll see you guys again before Christmas on my live and laugh tomorrow. But if not, I hope everybody has a great Christmas and Happy New Year as well. So I probably won't be going too live during those days, so might not see it till the new year after I do the live lab. So, but again, congratulations, Terry Bryler, and congratulations to Tommy Maketa, who won our 4-ounce bottles, our first production run of our elderberry syrup at Great River Mushrooms and Herbal. So that was our first run at it. It's gonna be a product that we sell at the farmers market this year, and as well as our website. So, if everybody didn't know, we also just started making full color labels last week. So we now have full color labels back and front on all of our items now. I'm really excited about that. That is something I wanted to do this winter, was to do that, and I have accomplished that. Before that, I only had monochrome stickers, so they were only black and white. And then I had some other stickers I bought from websites that were kind of expensive. So this is all a way to save money as well as make the products look awesome. So now when you buy from me, you'll slowly see an improvement in labeling. I will improve the label sizes so they don't look oversized, as well as descriptions as well. So you'll see slight changes here and there as time goes on, I believe. That's just, I like to improve things and make them look better. Look forward to that. January 6th is the first winter farmers market in Quincy, Illinois. So if you're near Quincy, Illinois, Quincy Axe Company is going to be the location. We're going to have 12 vendors. We're going to have a Bloody Mary bar, and there's going to be a coffee there as well. It's going to be on a Saturday morning from 9 to 1 p.m., 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. So you don't have to get up at the crack of dawn. It's going to be cold in those months, but come on down and drink some coffee, have some Bloody Marys, and do a little shopping with some local vendors. So thank you guys for joining me again. Y'all take care of yourself as well. Congratulations, Terry and Tommy. Congratulations to both of you on the elderberry syrup. And until next time, guys, I'm Dan Baird with Great River Mushrooms. Again, please join me tomorrow for Live in the Lab. I will see you guys then. Peace.